This is the Health Rebels podcast hosted by me, Steve Hicks. I have over a decade of experience as a personal trainer, and during that time, I have watched the smartest fitness advice fail people because we keep thinking that health and fitness is an individual's problem. The reality is there are forces all around us that are constantly pushing us to a default of being unhealthy and unhappy. To become truly healthy and happy, we have to rebel against those forces. So if you're ready to steal back control over your health and happiness, join me as we strip away the nonsense and show you the simple, healthy habits that will transform you into a health rebel. Let's dive into today's episode.
So yesterday we started talking about the holistic wheel and how there are 6 components to a healthy lifestyle. And there are 6 components of healthy habits that we want to have. And those 6 components were mindset, activity, nutrition, sleep, stress management, and support and accountability. Today what I want to do is I want to talk about the biggest reasons why mindset is in the holistic wheel and why it's so crucial. In fact, of all 6 components, I think mindset is actually the most important one. Look, and let's be honest, everything you do, every decision you make, every thought you have, every choice you make, every action you take, every habit you maintain, all of it is going to start with a thought. All of it's going to start in your mind. All of it's going to start with a choice, right? All of it starts with mindset. So that means every success and every failure, every struggle and every accomplishment is going to start with your mind. It's going to start in your mind. And there's a great quote from Archibald MacLeish that said, "The only thing about a man that is man is his mind. Everything else can be found in a horse or a pig." Really, the human mind is absolutely incredible and it's absolutely crucial, and it is the starting point to every success and failure. And look, let's talk about the mind. The mind is kind of a magical thing. It can do a couple unique things. The first thing about the human mind is it is the most powerful creative force in the entire universe that we know of, right? There is nothing else that defies possibilities like the human mind does. Look, the human body cannot fly. And yet, because of the mind of the Wright brothers, I was able to get into a plane and fly 2,000 miles, right? The larynx, the vocal cords, we can only project sound a couple hundred yards before it stops being audible. But because of the mind of Alexander Bell, who invented the phone, I'm able to converse with people all across the world. We can even converse across space with the International Space Station now, right? The human voice can project far beyond what's possible. And with this podcast, I'm recording this early. You're getting this not only in a different distance at a different place, you're also getting this across time, right? So the human mind has broken the possibilities of what's possible and what's impossible, right? The human mind creates possibilities out of impossibilities every single day. And that means that no matter what your goal is, no matter what outcome you seek, no matter what your current health status or your current physical ability, if it seems impossible, the human mind overcomes impossibility all the time. It just has to start with an idea and a desire, and obviously a lot of tenacity to see that through. But everything starts in the mind, and the mind defies possibilities. And radically, the mind can also defy physics. Now, it's not going to do this crazy alchemist stuff and turn lead into gold, but the human mind can defy physics. And it can have a profound impact on your physiology. The There was a great study done by a clinical psychiatrist named Aaliyah Crum where she gave people milkshakes. And they were split into two different types of milkshakes. They were either a high-calorie, decadent deliciousness at 630 calories, or they were a low-calorie, innocent indulgence at like 130 calories. And then she measured people's physiological response to those two milkshakes. Right? And there's a hormone in the body called ghrelin, which regulates your hunger. If your ghrelin levels are high, you're really hungry and you need food. If your ghrelin levels are low, that means that you're full, you're not hungry, you're satisfied. And what they found was with the heavier, with the heavier milkshake, ghrelin levels were a lot lower. So people were full, people were satisfied. With the low-calorie milkshake, people's ghrelin levels were higher. They were hungrier. They needed more. But the problem was the two milkshakes were the same. They were the same exact milkshake. They just put them in different bottles with different labels, and they lied to the participants about how many calories were in the milkshakes. It was the perception of the subjects. It was the mind and the stories and the thought process of the participants, of the subjects in the study, that changed their physiology. If the milkshake was the same and physics is the same, the biological response to the milkshakes should have been the same. But the human mind is this magical thing that can defy physics, that can break physiology, and it can dictate the outcome that you get from different substances, whether it's different food. It can change the effectiveness of workouts based on your mindset around it. Your mind can change the effectiveness of everything that you participate in. And so it's absolutely crucial, because you can do the right exercises, you can eat the right foods, but if you come at it with the wrong mindset, you're going to change your physiology, which changes your outcomes. It changes your results. Every behavior starts in the mind, and ultimately, every success and every struggle is going to start in the mind as well. So mindset is absolutely crucial. In my coaching process with my clients, it's probably the thing I talk about disproportionately, way heavy. If there's 6 components, you'd think everything would get a sixth of my time. I think 2/3 of my time is talked about mindset stuff, because it's that important. It dictates everything. It defies physics. It breaks our expectations. With a mindset that is geared towards helping you, you can make some really bad stuff turn into great stuff for you. And with a mindset that's working against you, man, you can get the right ideas, you can have the right methods, and it's just not going to do anything for you with the wrong mindset. So that is the first portion of the holistic wheel, and it is the most crucial portion of the holistic wheel. So what do we do for mindset? Well, obviously, I coach this very in depth with my clients. I talk about this very in depth with clients. But for this podcast, let me tell you what the most actionable thing you can do. And that's take a moment to have introspection. You cannot control your thoughts if you do not know what your thoughts are. You cannot change your thoughts if you do not know what your thoughts are. And you cannot improve or correct your thoughts if you do not know what your thoughts are. So, take a moment for introspection, whether in the morning or at night. You could do this through meditation or a meditative moment. You could do this through having a journal or a diary. You could do this through having a conversation with your loved one. But take a moment and think about, what did you think today? How did you express things today? What did you say today? What was your mindset today, and did it serve you? So that is the big action tip today. That is the component to the holistic wheel. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about activity. That is the big, the sexy, the most popular, the one that gets all of the attention. And we're going to talk about why it is so important, why it's so valuable, what it does in the human body, and how a rebel approaches activity differently than the common standards. So keep that in mind. Come back tomorrow for that. And until then, Rebel, keep the oath.
Hey, thanks for listening to that episode of the Health Rebels podcast. Before you run off, I want to let you know about a free resource available for you. I do have a free Facebook community where I do daily live chats with other health rebels, provide more information, host group challenges, provide support, and just generally try to put more positivity on your newsfeed instead of the typically toxic political hate that we get surrounded by already. If you're not already in the Health Rebels Training Camp Facebook group, I'll tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. When you join the Facebook group, I'll send you a free digital copy of my Health Rebels Pocketbook Guide. This little book highlights some of the hidden forces that have conspired against our health and happiness and gives you 2 powerful tools to fight back. You can join the Health Rebels Training Camp group by visiting www.facebook.com/groups/Health Rebels. That's an S after both groups and Health Rebels. Or by checking out the show notes. You can also search on Facebook for Health Rebels Training Camp. I hope to see you inside.